You're listening to the Batuta Advocate's weekly news wrap on Desert Rock FM 96.5. Welcome back to the Batuta Advocate weekly bulletin. What a fucking news cycle. We're dealing with a lot. We're dealing with an aged care royal commission. We're dealing with the start of the winter codes. Football is back. And of course, we've got these mounting allegations against high-ranking staffers and ministers in Parliament House in regards to sexual assault and the like. I think rape's also been thrown around there. We've had press conferences with people denying these claims, and we've also had a Prime Minister who's stopped viewing victims through the eyes of a father. My name's Clancy Overall. Thank you for joining us.
And my name's Errol Parker. Yes, Clancy, you've been doing all of this while you've been dealing with the breakdown of your fourth marriage, is it?
Yes, but we were married once before. So
yep.
In terms of what you lot need to worry about, this is my first rodeo, but particularly not with this bull.
I think he's just trying to recruit you to the movement, Clancy.
Yeah,
he's trying to get you out bush, get house.
No, I'm all right, mate. I'm not going to stage 4.
Well, mate, if you're at a loose end this weekend, I'm going up into the scrub to shoot some feral cats. So, just doing my bit for the environment.
I might
look out for number 5.
Yeah, I might stay. I might keep to myself this weekend. What are you up to, Wendell?
Fair enough. Not too much, mate. I've got the Mudaburasaurus's bus trip down there to Baduri.
Nice.
So that should be a good bit of fun.
Well, let's get into the news, shall we?
Let's do it. We'll start off with a story about the man responsible for robo-debt being horrified that people are asking him to prove his innocence.
Yes, the big story of the week has been the Attorney General, paid leave Porter, taking a few weeks paid mental health leave after facing questions about the rape allegations that were levelled against him.
Yes, he came out on Wednesday afternoon trying to muster up crocodile tears and attacked the media for frenzied speculation, saying there's a precedent of innocent until proven guilty, except for when he wants to demonise welfare recipients by using computers to throw around wild accusations based on since disproven algorithms that they might owe the government money.
Yes, as a lot of people pointed out in the comments, unfortunately the victims of robo-debt probably weren't able to take paid mental health leave when things got tough for them. Paul Byrne left another scathing comment saying, taking leave because you're in a world of hurt and need to lay low isn't mental health leave, insulting to those who legitimately need time for their mental health.
Yep, if only we could all slap the black dog button and get 2 weeks off, I think the world would be a bit better.
I could have used it a few times over the last few years, gentlemen, that's for sure.
How?
And we'll get into a story about a man who's gone into bat for the government. Give our PM a break, says Boomer, who will die of neglect in government-funded aged care home.
Another massive story this week, which has been drowned out a little bit by the report into the aged care sector from the Royal Commission, which basically made 184 recommendations, a lot of which surrounded things like proper funding, proper regulation, and so on, things that Scott Morrison dodged talking about, which drew a bit of criticism.
But he got the support of Frank Rogerson, a 71-year-old Cronulla local who, ironically, is not that far away from being left neglected and fed $6 worth of food a day in some nursing home. He came out to defend the PM from all the criticism and demand that people stop the lefty bullshit like demanding vulnerable elderly people be treated humanely in their final years.
Yes, this next story we've got here would make Frank wild. Local vegan completely unaware her domestic companion is now on a 6-possum kill streak.
Yes, young West End Earth child Cara says she's so committed to animal welfare that she doesn't even eat honey. When it comes to farmers, caged animals, etc., she's made it very clear where she stands on the issues of animal rights. So much so that her pisshead uncles are now at the point where they don't even heckle her at Christmas anymore.
But Cara apparently doesn't seem to think that her cat's refusal to eat her $27 ethical vegan cat food may just have something to do with the distinct lack of native wildlife around her, which is probably part of the reason why I'm going up into the bush. But hopefully I don't end up shooting someone's cat. I just want to shoot feral ones, but this is what I'm trying to prevent.
Yeah, mate, the bilbies and the possums, don't they fucking,
Yeah, this is why me and the lads go up into the bush and we protect the environment.
Just doing your bit for native Australian fauna. Elise Corrine commented on that story saying, stick to taking the piss out of people who deserve it, like the media or animal farmers.
Ooh, snowflake much?
and here in Batuta. And a story from the property section. Some grey-haired sharks have waited until an auction is almost done to blow young couples right out of the water.
We spoke to a young couple earlier this week who said for the fourth time this year they frantically went as high as they could on a shitty local three-bedder down in Batuta Heights before a couple of older property investors came in and just ended things with a bid that no one could outbid.
Yes, the young man said to us, I thought about digging up the poly pipe buried under my parents' back lawn, getting the L1A1 out and giving it a real comprehensive service. Grease it up, make sure it's ready to go, filing down 2 mags of 7.62s and taping them end to end and having the thing down the side of my leg for the next auction. So if I get boomed again, you know what's going to fucking happen.
And he'll have stable accommodation for the next 20 or 30 years or so. Our final story is from South Batuta Polytechnic, and a stable and well-adjusted woman has begun a psychology degree.
Quite a landmark story. Local girl Stephanie Holt told us this week that she's embarking on an exciting new career as she's always been interested in the human mind and behaviour, and not because she's trying to desperately understand herself better or was fascinated by perverse criminology.
No, Stephanie is genuinely interested in helping her fellow humans solve complex mental issues, a stance that has made her a little bit of a pariah in her unit.
There's always time to develop things, Stephanie, but good on you.
Yeah, well, at least she's not talking about, having to murder 2 people in cold blood at an auction because they've just outbid you on a shoebox in Batuta Heights.
Exactly right, Errol. A fair point. Anyway, that is the end of our weekly bulletin. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back again in 7 days' time, and we'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.
Wagwan.
Hurrah!